since it's so cold, I hope everyone's keeping warm and healthy. We'll start in Shavasana. Just lying flat on your backs, on your mats. Just work on really feeling a grounding sensation while you're laying on your backs, letting that floor support you, and letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, any tightness in the muscles, the body, any thoughts, any quick breathing, let all of it go. Focusing just on the present moment and how your body feels. Take a nice deep breath in, filling the bellies and lungs completely with air. Pausing at the top of the breath and then slowly exhaling everything out. Trying to bring a consistency to your breath. Maybe it's 4-count inhale, 4-count exhale, just slowing everything down. On our next inhale, we're going to take a 6-count breath. Inhaling slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the top of the breath, and then slowly exhale everything out, taking the belly buttons all the way to the spine. Do one more counted breath just like that at your own pace, inhaling slowly for 6. And then exhaling. And then, even without opening your eyes, we're just going to lift the knees and plant the feet on the mat. From here, just getting the sensation again of grounding. Maybe even turn the palms down. And we're going to place the balls of the feet in the heels, maybe even lifting the toes so you can actually tell your balls of the feet and heels are grounded into the mat. The palms are grounded into the mat. Take the chin down slightly, grounding through the spine. And then just lift the feet so the heels are pressing into the mat. Release the feet back down to the mat. Cross the right leg over the left thigh, making the number 4, and interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, pulling it in towards the chest, gently rocking left and right. Being present for how your body feels right now. Releasing the hands, reversing the legs, left ankle over right thigh, pulling the right thigh in towards the chest, and rocking left and right. Releasing the hands here, rolling onto the right side. You can use a pillow or a block underneath the head if you'd like. But we're going to bring the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw them long down behind you. Take a nice deep breath in, open the mouth and sigh. here for another breath, releasing the fingers, stretch long through the hands, maybe even taking that left foot and placing it on the mat behind you, grounding through the feet, reaching long through the arms. Exhaling, gently lowering everything down to the mat. Roll onto the opposite side. We'll do the same thing. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Open up through the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Open the mouth inside. Releasing the hands. Reach long through the fingers. And step that top foot to the mat behind you. Stretching. And then gently release everything down to the mat. Using the right hand to push yourself to seated. Ground through the sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Palms are facing. Then we're going to reverse the hands so the palms are facing away from each other. And exhale, pressing down. The hands all the way down to the mat. And then we're going to slowly lift just the right arm, keeping the palm flexed. Pressing the palm away from you, tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down. And then gently start to bring that hand all the way up. Place the right hand at the back of the head, elbows pointed, and we're going to twist. Taking your gaze towards the elbow and the elbow towards the back of the room. Slowly coming back to center. Release that arm down. Inhale, bring both arms up, palms facing. Exhale, rotate the hands, palms out. Slowly come back down to the mat. And then start to inhale up the left arm this time, pressing the palm away. Tilt the head. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down. And slowly start to bring the hand up, palm to the back of the head. And then take your gaze towards the elbow and slowly turn towards the back of the room. Bring your gaze back to center, release the hands down. Bring both hands up, pressing the palms away. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down. The shoulders down and back of the chest lifted while we're here. Interlace the fingers, turn and gaze over the right shoulder. Sending the chin up. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Bring your gaze back through center and over the opposite shoulder. Tipping the chin up. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Bring your gaze back to center. Release the arms. Inhale, bring the hands all the way up. Palms facing. This time on the exhale, we're going to fold forward, pressing the palms away from you and down to the floor. Sink into the low back, taking the sits bones to the mat. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale, elongate through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up slowly. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears again and down to the back. Lift through the chest. Take the legs out long. And starting with hip openers, whichever leg you like first. Cradling the foot in the elbow, or holding it with both hands. And making hip circles, guiding the leg. back. Inhale, lift through the chest, opening out the knees. And then we're just going to bring the right leg up. Left hand rests on the mat behind you, away from the back. Inhale up the right arm. Exhale, bring it to the left toes. Roll into the back. Try and sit up nice and straight and bring this right leg as close to you as you can. Release. Take the right leg out long. Left leg comes up. Inhale up the left arm. Reach to the right foot. Release. Then come up onto our knees. Planting the knees. Bring the right foot up. Placing the ball of the feet and the heel into the mat, keeping this inner thigh rotated out so the knee stays in line and the toes aren't grinding into the mat. Reach over with the left arm. Sink into the stretch. Inhale, come back up. Left hand on the mat, right reaches over. Bring the hands down to the mat. Cat-cow here around the back. Drop the head to the chin. Inhale, cow. Drop the tummies. Shoulders come down and back. Still make sure those toes aren't digging into the mat. One more time each way. Exhale. Round up. Inhale, cow. Come into neutral back. Drop the right knee and raise the left foot, planting it on the mat. Right arm reaches over. Reach. And then inhale, come up. Right palm down to the mat. Left reaches over. Stretch. And then bring the hands down to the center of the mat. Round up. It's a cat. Drop the head. Tuck the chin. Inhale, cow. Drop the tummies. Shoulders come down and back. One more time each way. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Come into neutral back. Lower the left knee. We're going to sink into child's pose, letting the forehead rest on the mat. Gently rocking left and right. And if you'd like to try, you can place the elbows on the mat, bring the palms together and rest them right at the nape of the back of the head and neck. Lowering the hands down, slowly come up onto all fours. First, we're going to curl the toes under and just come up. Pressing the toes into the mat, feeling that pressure. And then coming back into tabletop, release the feet, tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Walk the palms one step forward, hinge forward at the hips, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale up, full cobra, roll the shoulders down the back, lift through the chest. We're going to slide the left hand underneath the right to come into a different version of thread the needle. So you're laying on the right side, you can reach up through the right arm if you'd like, or keep it planted. And reverse again, bring the right hand down to the mat, press up. Shoulders are down the back, chest lifted. This time the right arm is going to thread through, down into the right shoulder, leave the hips planted into the mat, lifting the left arm. Lower the left hand down to the mat, press up. Full cobra again. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and then bring them down the back, pressing up. under, come into downward facing dog, pedaling up the feet. Lifting one heel and then the other. And when you're finished, placing the feet hip distance apart. Seeing if you can press the heels into that, rotate the internal thighs towards the back of the room. Inhale up the right leg. Exhale, step forward, placing it between the hands. Coming up into crescent lunge. You can lengthen from the back leg if you need to. Body is nice and straight, chest is forward. Inhale up the arms. Exhale, palms come back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Open up through the chest, lean back. Exhale, nose to knee. Release the hands at the front of the foot. Keep the left foot right, the left hand right beside the right foot. Open up the right arm towards the ceiling. Lower the right hand down to the mat. Come down onto the back knee, flip the back toes. Heel to the right foot to the edge of the mat. Stay right here for just a moment, feeling a stretch through the hips. Heel toe the right foot over to the left, first for pigeon. Right hip, rotate it back, bring the sits bones down to the mat, and the right foot is going to come to the inside of the left thigh, the left hand to the left foot, and reach overhead with the right arm, stack into the shoulders. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat, come into downward facing dog, pedal up the feet. Inhale up the left leg this time. Step in between the hands. Come up into crescent lunge again. Hips and chest are all tracking forward here. Back leg is nice and straight, kneeing over the arms up. Exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and open up through the chest. Exhale, nose to knee. Then release the hands, bring them down to frame the foot. Right hand stays to the left foot. Open up. Left arm towards the ceiling. Bring that hand down to the mat. Lower down onto the back knee. Flip the back toes. Heel to the left foot to the edge of the mat. Stretching into those hips. Toe that left foot over to the right wrist to come into pigeon, keeping that back leg rotated internally so the hips and chest stay forward. Breathing into any tightness you might be feeling. And then we'll slowly sink over towards the left, bringing the hips down and coming into the sits bones. Left foot to the inside of the thigh, reach overhead. The left arm stacking through the shoulders, so we're not like this. We're stacked. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Come to downward facing dog, pedal out the feet one more time. Noticing maybe how your hips are feeling. Hop, step, or float forward. Heel toe the feet out wider than hip distance. Using the two-piece fingers, grab your big toe, cap it with your thumb. Exhale, bend the knees, pull the chest down. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, take the hips up. Exhale, pull the chest down again. Inhale, hips come up. Release the hands. Grab opposite biceps. And just let the head hang heavy. gently shaking the head no. Hold on, negative thoughts when they this. Shaking your head yes. I'll have positive thoughts and positive speech. Releasing the hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet together. Hip distance, inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the top of the head and the base of the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands come to heart center. Forward fold, do a few sun salutations. Maybe it'll make the sun come out and get warmer. Hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Up, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Downward facing dog again. Up, step or float forward. Pressing into the ball of the feet and the heels. Finding mountain pose just for a moment to center the body. Chin down slightly, chest lifted. Shoulders are down and back, reaching for the floor. We're going to slowly bring the right leg up. Palm holding onto the ankle. You can stay right here in the stretch. Feeling it through the quads. We can come into King Dancer, slowly leaning forward, reach out through the left arm, and as you do, lift the right leg. Slowly coming back down, lowering the leg, pedaling out the feet. Find center again through mountain pose. Bringing the left leg up. Holding. And if you'd like, coming into King Dancer, leaning forward. Slowly coming back down, pedaling out the feet. Heel toe the feet together, knees together, thighs together. Sink into chair pose. Bring the arms up. Palms are facing each other. Level out the arms so the elbows are in line. We're going to bring the elbows together. Inhale, open the palms. Exhale, close. Squeezing the legs really tight together. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Press forward through the palms. Exhale, hollowing out the body. One more time. Inhale, sink down. Exhale, bring the arms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Press up. Palms press forward, hollow out. Exhale. One time, inhale, come down into chair pose, hands to heart center this time, and we're going to twist. Left elbow over right knee. Stack through the shoulders, opening the palms if it's part of your practice. You can take your gaze to the side wall or up towards forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Heel toe the feet out. Wider than hip distance. Turn the toes out. Come down into Buddha squat. Palms together. Use the elbows to press open through the knees. And breathe. Placing the palms down on the mat. Take the hips straight back up. Heel toe the feet into center. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg steps back. Left. Slowly come into plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Take the arms long behind you. Palms down. Setting up for locust pose. And when you're ready, lifting the chest and the lower legs off the mat. Reach back with the arms, even interlace the fingers. Breathing here. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Right cheek to the mat, windshield wiper the legs, left to right. And we'll do that same thing one more time. Or if you'd like, you can come into bow pose, grabbing the ankles and not the feet, and then we're coming. Exhale, slowly releasing everything down. Opposite cheek to the mat, windshield wiper the legs, left and right again. Lowering the legs down to the mat, and the hands right underneath the shoulders. Press all the way back into child's pose. And if you want, you can bring the hands back to grab the heels. Releasing the hands, slowly pressing up into seated, cross the feet underneath you, down onto our mats and set up for bridge pose. Making sure the fingertips can touch the heels. When you're ready, lifting the bellies, rolling the shoulders under. Breathing here. Releasing the shoulders and the hands come down one vertebrae at a time. Tapping the hips 3 times at the bottom to release negative energy. We're going to come into bridge pose one more time, or wheel if it's part of your practice. Making sure if you come up into wheel that you protect the head, the neck. Coming down slowly. left or right.
Protect
The neck.
onto your mat. Maybe wiggling your toes and touching your thumb to each one of your fingers. Taking a full body stretch like you do first thing in the morning. And then gently rolling onto your right side in fetal position. The reading for today: take time each day to seek out stillness, to find that sacred spot. Let your mind and soul be at ease. Don't grasp and grab for the magic and miracles when you reside in that place of stillness. The joy, miracles, and magic you're seeking will find you. Gently using your left hand to push yourself to a seated position. Bringing your hands to heart center. We'll take 2 healing, energy-sending breaths. On our first breath, seeing someone in our mind's eye who needs a healing energy. Inhaling that person into your heart and showering them with beautiful golden light. And on our next breath, we'll take our own. The light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thanks for joining today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week.